back, and the semifinalists are just shuffling up and resolving their mulligans just outside this door here.
Outside the store. Yeah, they went outside with their hands and like, no. I'm just picking words for no apparent reason. I shouldn't do that.
Outside this door.
Yeah, I thought you said outside the store. Yeah, that's me. That'd be pretty funny. Especially in this weather. It's for those of you who can't see, it's actually really terrible weather here.
Yeah, it's classic West Coast weather. It's the kind of rain that penetrates any clothing and soaks you to the bone. And it's probably windy as well. Classic Gothenburg weather.
Yeah, perfect. It's like that of Sweden.
Yeah, exactly. Can we flip over to the match, perhaps?
Yeah.
And it looks like the two players have kept.
Yeah. So we have Nicklas Lallo on the Epic Storm, or TES, if you want to call it that, against Mikael Johansson on Omni-Tell.
Yeah.
TES, for those of you who can't really tell the Storm decks and Legacy apart, is the quicker version of the deck. It plays Rite of Flame. There's another mana card that I can't remember, but at least Rite of Flame. And then historically, some versions have played Orem's Chant or Silence as well.
Yeah. As
more like direct disruption. Generally, Ant will play Thoughtseize type effects instead.
Yeah.
But it plays these cards at the cost of less cantrips.
Yeah. Nicklas starting off with the Ponder that he decides to shuffle.
You usually have more. Can't remember the name though, but the Past in Flames. You can see more than one in this type of deck. And the main benefit of doing all this is that ad nauseam. A result ad nauseam is almost always a kill.
Yeah, because your mana is cheaper in this deck.
Exactly. You can like any ad nauseam of more than 17 is very, very likely to kill the opponent. So I mean that's absolutely not the case with the other version.
No. We saw Nicklas Lallo go off from 16 earlier today.
I've done 9.
And he still had to pass the turn, unfortunately.
Yeah.
He won eventually, though.
Yeah, once you draw 14 cards.
Yeah, exactly. Here's a Cabal Therapy.
Yeah. It's a good card.
Yeah. So, Mikael...
Sadly doesn't have the combo this time with Detection Probe.
Yeah. It's easier to take the test if you know the answers.
Yeah, exactly. What do you think you say against Omni-Tell? Is it just always show and tell? Or maybe Force of Will against with I guess with the Ant or TES it's probably Force of Will.
Yeah, like the test deck is almost never in the situation where it wants to keep the opponent from winning. It's almost always the proactive player in the matchup.
It's really good at beating Force of Will too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, especially if you're running the silence heavy version, you can usually put them at the spot where if they force, they're out of counters, and if they don't force, they're gone either way. So
yeah, the classic damned if you do, damned if you don't.
And the best part about the deck is the fact that your opponent doesn't know if you actually have it. So whenever you present one of these threads, they force and then you don't do anything.
Yeah.
So it's like playing a Thoughtseize but getting 2 cards, which is really good. Of course, Detection Probe makes that less likely, but
end of turn Brainstorm here from Mikael.
No.
Moves around his cards.
As Magic players are wont to do.
Yep.
Certainly know I am.
We know that Mikael has Omniscience in his
I
hand.
think I've seen a show and tell too.
No, it's an intuition.
All right.
So he doesn't have.
His hand is a little bit on the slow side.
Yeah. On the slow side, it wins turn 4 instead of turn 3.
That turn is a long time.
Absolutely. Ponder first.
When you're playing Death and Taxes, that first turn from TES is a very long time.
Yeah.
The turn before Folia gets online is
Ponder and a
to
shuffle.
the gods.
Yeah. The
If you have the tongue one win, come to hell with you.
the Death and Taxes deck, it just seems to be like it gets more and more cards for each set that is released.
Yeah, soon you're gonna be able to cut. The worst card in the deck is Flicker Wisp, even though it's really good, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And when you're gonna be able to cut that for something that actually disrupts the opponent, the deck is gonna be just off the charts. Because I think you want the number 5 to 8 Talia. It's like if the deck had that, I think it would be by far the best deck in Legacy. But just the fact that you don't have those.
You're looking for another sphere effect.
Yeah, that's a creature, and you can't play Glow Rider. I've tried; it's not good.
Gitaxian Probe.
Sees 2 Fluster Storms.
2 Fluster Storms. 1 Intuition, 1 Cunning Wish.
Up to beat Storm.
1 Omniscience, 1 Preordain.
And Mikael has one more counter in his board, right? I think he has a 3rd Fluster Storm he can go get with the Cunning Wish.
I thought he had 3 in the main.
Is it?
I may have mixed up the 2 different.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Let's take a look. 3 Fluster Storms main.
Oh, there's a Swan Song in the board. So
Yeah.
there's 1 counter.
Yeah.
That makes more sense. 'Cause, yeah.
Nicklas Lallo draws his card.
So that's double lead. That's
Double
usually a
light
good sign.
Yeah, and double Dark Ritual, I think, as well.
And then there's a red card that I'm not entirely sure about. Very mana heavy hand.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he has action yet. Storm decks are usually divided into mana, just cards that generate mana, and then action spells. Like Past in Flames, all Storm decks, or 99.9% of them, play for Infernal Tutor, which is Demonic Tutor if your hand is empty.
Yeah.
And that's a really good combo with Lineside Diamond.
Because you can empty
discard your hand.
discard your hand as
And
well.
that's something you always want to do in Magic.
Yeah, and that's a Burning Wish he pulled to the front
Oh.
there, so he has some action
He has
here.
action.
And if I understand,
Do we have his deck list?
we might have.
Because
Do
They
we
have-
have the Storm players deck list? Peter Larsson,
they have,
Nicklas Lallo. I mean,
they usually have at least Past in Flames in the board, but
yeah, it seems like
sometimes diminishing return.
yeah, but that's more for
Yeah, it's not very good against blue decks because they get to draw more Force of Wills.
yeah.
It's just not a great card. You much rather have Windfall, but Windfall isn't legal.
But it's more for the discard heavy matchups.
Yeah, it's you need 1 draw 7 on the board.
Yeah.
Or like 1 card that draws you a lot of cards. And then I think they have the Goblin thing in the board too. Almost all.
Yeah, he has 1 Tendrils, 1 Empty, 1 Past in Flames, 1 Infernal Tutor. So he basically.
Oh yeah,
has
of course.
seven,
That's what I'm missing.
yeah, one Void Snare to,
So I
to deal
think
with
I
any.
think that's the hand is capable of winning definitely, but I'm not sure if it's able to win through a force.
Mm.
I don't think it is. The really good part about Burning Wish is that your opponent has to force it even though you're not sacking your Lineside Diamonds, which is like why the deck is weak to force.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can't do that because then you just get empty the warrants.
Yeah.
Given that you have enough mana outside of the Lineside Diamonds.
Ponder from Nicklas Lallo.
Yeah. And I think... Oh,
That's another Burning Wish.
That's pretty good.
It qualifies as action.
Yeah. And he has another fetch land too, so you can get double red, which is really important.
Yeah.
Because then you can just do a value Burning Wish, get empty. It's been a while since I played this deck. It's really hard to...
And Nicklas picks up a
Cable Therapy?
yeah.
Another land.
And I think he's saving the Cabal Therapy for when he goes off.
Yeah. So
Uh,
likely taking those faster storms, believe me.
Yes.
Maybe, shouldn't he have, I guess he doesn't want to shuffle.
Maybe he kept something interesting on the top there. You're absolutely right.
And I guess he's playing around some amount of counters by not playing it there, but I guess with that much mana in hand, he'd just rather...
Intuition.
Yeah. Probably getting show and tell? Or does he have show and tell already? Might be omniscience.
It looks like.
Oh, show and tell.
And we're again in the situation where we're not quite sure if Mikael Johansson has that much in the way of action to do with his omniscience. We saw that he had 2 Force of Wills. So he's fairly safe.
Yeah, especially since Lallo's deck has 0 disruption, that's
Yeah.
instant speed.
And
The good thing about silence is that you can silence your opponent in their upkeep to essentially time walk them if they're a combo deck,
Yeah.
but he doesn't have that.
show and tell.
Putting a land into play maybe.
He has no permanents to put into play.
This is looking bad for Lallo,
And
yeah,
now I
that's an
find my
Emrakul. Which is troublesome.
to say the least.
I guess if he doesn't actually die here, and he has double end, so if he draws like a petal into rituals or something, he can still go off.
Yeah.
It's through double free force of will, but still it's not impossible.
I'd say it's an uphill battle.
Yeah, you have to draw incredibly well. Looked pretty good for Lallo too. I think he might have slow played this game a little bit in a way that
Take my extra turn.
I think maybe he had a shot to actually get goblins on earlier.
Yeah. Sacrifices all his lands. I go down to 2. And another omniscience put into play.
I could see with that type of hand, you could have actually
So
Cabal Therapied for omniscience too.
true.
No, scoops it up.
Scoop it up.
Still had all these.
Still had all these Force of
That's
Wills
right, show him.
And the Fluster Storms.
Yeah.
That's why the deck is called Show and Tell. First I show you, and then I tell you about them.
I used to call it visa och peka på svenska. But then I found my friend has a kid who has this book called Titta och Hitta, which is like Where's Waldo in Swedish.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about calling it Titta och Hitta instead, because it's a really cute book.
But on the other hand, Show and Tell isn't a very cute card.
That's like, here, class, I brought my Eldritch Monstrosity with me to class tonight.
Yeah. And
My knowledge of all the
Nicklas Lallo seems to be taking in the Exanted Swarms.
Yeah, that's an incredible card in this matchup.
And also Carpet of Flowers to blank the tax encounters out of Omni-Tell.
Yeah, Carpet of Flowers is just really good.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you want some free mana at the start of your main
especially since it has haste.
Yeah.
Like you can play it as a ritual all the time. And then there's. I don't think you're bringing in any of the bounds. I could see taking in one Chain of Vapor maybe.
Yeah.
Just because some of these decks play 4 Lane of Sanctity on the board, and that's annoying.
Yes, that's...
You can beat it with goblins, but it's annoying.
Yeah.
And it's not like Chain of Vapor is actually free storm count. Sometimes.
Yeah.
You can like bounce. It's a way to generate free storm.
Yeah.
A lot of it if you have more than one zero mana thing. So it's putting in one chain is never that bad. And I think you're maybe boarding out. I don't know, Ponder maybe. Oh yeah, Chromox is the other fast mana card I was thinking about.
True.
Only one cable ritual. That's pretty low number of cables.
So I suppose Mikael Johansson takes in the Meister's Trickbind here, and also
He's-
Swan Song.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're more valuable in the sideboard.
I think you bring in Grafdigger's Cage, Swan. I'm not sure about the Swan Song.
Yeah.
I don't think you have time to Cunning Wish for Disruption. I think you'd rather have it main deck.
Yeah.
I think I might actually. Maybe you can't cut Cunning Wish at all. Like, my inclination is almost to cut one Cunning Wish.
But that makes your win, so to speak, slower as well.
Yeah, exactly. That's my. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard to board here.
Yeah, as always with the combo decks, you don't want to cut
1, 2,
anything.
3, 4, 5 cards in, and then maybe cut both the probes, one Cunning Wish, and I don't know, 2 Ponder maybe. I could see cutting Pedal too, but that just seems contradictory. I don't know.
Let's see here: Brainstorm, Emrakul, cards, and
So a lot of
Omniscience.
Burning Wishes in that hand. I think you had 5 action spells and no land.
Oh. Maximilian.
That's me.
Yeah, that's you. Mikael Johansson takes a mulligan here as well. It looked it had it had the same problem as Lallo's hand.
Yeah.
It had a lot of UC gas, but not enough mana. And I suppose with the Omni-Tell you are a bit picky with the starting hand when you're up against TES here.
You wanted to do something.
Yeah, and you also want to have some way of interacting.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, it doesn't have to win necessarily, but it either disrupts your opponent
Yeah.
or wins you the game, or like in a perfect world, both.
Yeah.
But like hands that are just card selection, you cannot keep because you're gonna die.
Yeah, that's too slow.
And I think banking on one Faster Storm, yeah, maybe in the 6, but in the 7, I'd probably like.
Nicklas
Slow
Lallo
hand
has
with
7
one.
cards there. Stop
Yes.
him right now.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
the judge is aware of the situation.
I like that it says that we have the same last name. I didn't notice it until now. It's like we're brothers.
Yeah. And in fact, we're not.
We're not at all brothers.
So what the fix is here?
Take a random card, I think.
Take a random card and then put it on top of the deck and shuffle, and then you get to decide if you keep or.
But when this happened to me in a GP, I was forced to mulligan the 5. So
Yeah, the rules on that have changed a bit recently.
I like the fix where you put one card on top and shuffle one card in more though.
Yeah.
Because it's like giving the opponent an in-game advantage because you did something mechanically wrong. I think is just weird. It's
Yeah.
It's
I-
not the way the rules work in the rest of the. I don't know. It seems inconsistent to me.
Yeah, some penalties in Magic are hard just because of the possibility for abuse. Like here, we're clearly not dealing with that since Nicklas himself
Yeah, exactly.
brought it to the attention of both his opponent and the judge.
Yeah. Yeah, still like give him like a warning or like something that's. It's just that true in-game advantages just seems really weird as penalties.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you can do that in football, or like if that's the consistent way you do it, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
But like most Magic situations don't lead to that,
No.
Unless they're triggers specifically. And that's 6 card hand. Is it?
It's a 5-card hand, right?
No, it's a 6.
Okay.
Looks like an island. Is he playing island? No, it's probably a swamp because that's the only basic he has.
Okay.
So I'm betting it's a swamp.
I'm trusting you.
And then I think I saw a Burning Wish, but I'm not sure.
Still haven't got a good look of Mikael
Well,
Johansson.
they're very good at holding their hands perpendicular to the mat, so it's really hard. Need to show your opponent your hand more, because then we can see it.
Exactly. Gitaxian Probe, Thoughtseize, etc. For the win.
Is that a swamp?
It's a bio.
Oh, all right, it's a buyer from the board.
And Xanthid
It's
Swarm.
the best possible start. Because if your hand is capable of winning turn 2, it's gonna do that now.
Isn't that 3 cards there?
No, I'm pretty sure it's 4.
Okay.
Because he had one that I was... I might be wrong though. It looked like it was 4. Huh, maybe not. I might be wrong.
As we so often are.
Yeah, it's a lot of a guessing game this time.
Yeah. Mikael shuffling with the ponder here. The thing is, this Xanthid Swarm makes it so that Mikael has quite a lot of subpar or mediocre draws
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, he really needs to win now.
Yeah, Mikael picks up an Emrakul here. And there's a second
Lallo draws
petal.
mono. Does he have action? I'm not sure.
I think he is on.
It's a cable therapy.
Yeah,
Likely saying show and tell at this point.
yeah. I'd definitely consider naming, or at least one of the action pieces.
I think, yeah, especially with Mikael's list, he actually doesn't have any other true action. So I'd say show and tell, but I guess you could say omniscience maybe.
Mikael Johansson asks,
That's not a very good hand.
ask Lallo if he's not in the business for naming Emrakul.
But I guess a show and tell off the top is probably a win. So or it's an actual win. He just wins the game.
But he has to pass the turn with Sean. No, is there an omniscience at the back there hiding out?
That's an omniscient in the middle.
No, that's a Flusterstorm.
Really?
Yeah,
Looks
fairly certain.
Maybe it's an omniscience at the bottom then. Because
Yeah,
I'm
maybe.
very sure I saw an omniscience. But putting Emrakul into play is, I guess, not very good. But it's better than not doing anything.
If you had to choose between putting in Emrakul and not putting in Emrakul, I would choose putting in Emrakul every
Yeah.
day.
Either you start with Emrakul and play or you don't.
Lotus Petal.
Getting that mono online.
Yeah.
Ponder from
Ponder here.
looking for that action.
Yep. Pondering where is the action.
I like having Saffron Swarm out because it means... Oh, actually, he's not running Diminishing Returns, so never mind. My point is moot.
Okay. Oh, you mean?
I was gonna say that it makes Diminishing Return a lot better.
Yeah. It's nice when your draw 7 is uncounterable.
It's not so much that the draw 7 is uncounterable, so that the Force of Wills they're inevitably gonna draw off the draw 7 can be cast.
Finding a volcanic here.
Likely casting that Ponder.
Yes. Wants to keep the red mana though for.
Yeah, this deck is very
It's very
reliant on red mana.
Yeah, it's very color intensive that way.
Most lists run some amount of rainbow lands. I'm not seeing any here, but now that they've cut white, maybe there's no need. And I used to think that Gemstone Mine was probably one of the best cards in the deck, but there's certainly a case to be made for.
I thought that was actually Burning Wish, Ponder, and something.
So maybe he has action in hand,
so.
and then he's just looking for more mana. Maybe
Yeah, exactly.
could be it.
Or maybe he has no action in hand and but needs the mana anyway. That's the
But I don't think you ever shuffle away action if you don't have any at this point. just because you have the. It's so much easier to top deck mana than it is action.
True.
I mean, the deck is like nothing but mana.
Preordained.
Has been preordained. That's a force will that
picks
does
up-
jack shit.
Picks up a force of will, and
I don't know, a cantrip maybe.
I'm leaning towards omniscience.
I don't think he can. If he doesn't have show and tell, I think he has to bottom both. Even if it's an omniscience.
Force of will.
Oh, and also force.
Yeah. Not the best. In fact, it's probably close to the actual worst card that you can
yeah.
draw on. Attack.
Still on 19 though.
Yeah.
After 5 attacks or something.
Impressive.
And
Very
there's
impressive.
Likely the burning wish.
Yep. And
It's petal, infernal tutor, maybe. And you don't have any mana to wish for now. I guess Positive Flames is technically a mana spell sometimes,
yeah,
but not with this hand.
nope.
Because Seething Song is an instant too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's really no good rituals. I think there's like a 5 mana one or something.
Yeah, there are some 1 mana.
He's gonna
Reveal
use the secret mode on Infernal Tutor to find mana.
Yeah.
Because you can, the card actually has an effect even though
yeah,
you're not hellbent.
exactly. The first piece of text on the card is not just flavor text.
Yeah, it's very hard to remember.
Yeah.
It's actually a really important part because it lets you find Light Side Diamond, so you can actually net mana on the interaction
Yeah.
a lot of the time.
Mikael Johansson keeping up with his land drops.
Yeah, not doing much else.
No.
And that's a Brainstorm on the top. That's really good.
Yeah. The trigger on the stack. Trigger resolves. Yeah. Brainstorm. Are you going to
I actually don't think you have to announce that trigger anymore.
No, you don't. But it looked like Mikael was thinking about doing something with the trigger on the stack. But
Yeah, I guess you could Cunning Wish for Trick Bind.
yeah, or play
It's actually like a Time Walk.
a brainstormish or something like that.
Likely dying here though.
What was that?
Sorry, likely dying here though.
Yeah, it seems like Nicklas has put together.
Yeah, that's a light side down. So at this point, it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually think it's impossible to lose for me. Yeah.
Nicklas figuring out how he wants to keep his mana after this.
Let's see, he has 8 mana. And that's...
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't have enough mana to go for natural 10 this, so I think he's gonna have to announce him here.
And he needs to sacrifice the
And
lead.
he has no rituals, so he can't go past either. He has the ritual. Announce him.
He sacrifices the lead there because otherwise the lead would discard the card that he finds with the tutor because he needs the mana.
Yeah, he has to. Actually, the funny part is once you're announcing, you actually usually want to find the Lion Side Diamond. It's one of the more important cards to find.
Yeah.
Because it's what lets you actually find tendrils. Not so much with this deck, because you're gonna Burning Wish for tendrils almost every time. But
So 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah, Storm Canvas
5,
irrelevant.
6, 7.
but he has, I believe, 1 more in this pool. I think he has 1 black moon.
There's all the lands at least.
It's a lot of brainstorms.
Yes.
Carpet's a pretty good find. That's 1 more. Is that a Tar Fire? No, it's a Burning Wish.
Yeah.
Is that lethal? I still go. It's a really bad announcer, but I think it's still lethal. Maybe I'm wrong.
And it's
Incredibly bad announcer.
it's the other way around. It's Nicklas that brought himself down to 4, and Mikael is still on 19. Keeps going here, even though he might die
he's
on.
dead to empty and nothing else.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think you're usually fine going down to 1. Actually. Two is shaky but he's already seen 2 of the burning wishes.
Yeah,
I think I'd flip again, personally.
you spin the lottery wheel here.
Yeah, he has a Chrome Mox there too.
Yeah.
So that's 5. He needs 1 more mana, I think, to comfortably win.
Oh, he is actually down on 2 here, and he wants to save mana, save a life for that fetch land, I suppose.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, has he played land?
I don't think he has played a land.
Yeah, then isn't this actually a win then? But because I thought he had a mana in pool. Yeah, because he has 1 black mana, I think. So this is just a win. Because you have 2 from the ritual, 1 from the mox, 2 from the lands. 2 from the ritual, 1 from the mox, 2 from the lands, and then 1 in the pool. So you can just burning wish for 10 rolls and it's game over.
Yeah, you can imprint the.
Any of the 7 rainstorms or something.
No, I think you have to have red mana here.
Yeah, but you can fetch red.
Oh yeah, right.
Or at least I hope this thing has more than 1 red land. Yeah. Yeah, but he might have revealed that though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a true win. If he
goes on and
I guess now it's an even more true win.
And goes down to 1.
Because I think he takes red mana on the lead, so I think he has red mana in the pool already.
Okay, yeah, well, in that case.
But I still think he still has, or at least in my world, I'd also cost 5 mana. But
Yeah.
So there's probably 1 in the pool. But it's like he's probably trying to get it right. But it's still one of the worst Aussian flips I've ever seen.
Does he have 1 mana in the pool though? He's played spells for 8 this turn.
Yeah, but he played a Nauseum with 3 petals and the Lionside Diamond in play.
No, one of the petals were used to sacrifice to the.
No, but these 2 tapped for the Infernal Tour.
Okay, was it so?
Yeah, but and then he played Brainstorm too,
Yeah,
so I'm wrong, so he
yeah.
had to flip. But apparently he could fetch anyway, so we were. He actually won when he hit the ritual, because he wasn't on 2, as we thought.
As our
So it actually doesn't matter.
spotter thought at least. And
Is he cantripping? Or maybe he's missing red mana.
but he has the
Oh, but he has double Burning Wish, so that
yeah,
should be
exactly.
fine.
He has the Chromox and Burning Wish, and he has.
So he's looking for Dark Ritual, maybe.
But he has Dark Ritual in his
Yeah,
hand.
but then isn't this a win? Or has he? Maybe he can't play land. Is that it? Did he play land already?
Again, top.
Oh yeah, game over, man.
Again,
He has drew a total of 6 mana. It's a pretty good brainstorm.
don't forget to put 2 cards back.
Yep.
He puts 2 lands back.
Yeah, like it's kind of irrelevant.
And I'm gonna fetch here.
I'm gonna fetch some lands. Exile the Burning Wish. Or he doesn't have black mana either? But it... See here. Is he color screwed out of this? He might be.
It seems like he's resolving his discard step.
Oh, yeah, he can do that too. Yeah, I guess Mikael has one turn to win, so that's not... With the... Oh, the thing is over there. You could Cabal Therapy here, if you...
You mean flashback it?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's narrowed it down to 9.
Yeah, that's enough, because you can just Past in Flames. So, like, if your hand is all rituals, you're always going to be able to win enough mana. The artifacts are more annoying that way. But I could see a case being made for, like, Cabal Therapying Omniscience here.
7 cards.
7 days. Is that a show and tell?
No, it's a ponder.
It's like, yeah, show and tell, come on.
1, that's a Flusterstorm, that's a Thoughtseize, and a City of Treasures.
That Thoughtseize isn't too bad, actually.
No, it could.
If he kept one Burning Wish, as he's the evil. It's like, yeah, you go. Oh, yeah. And he has top takes action and wins, but still. Yeah, it takes the Thoughtseize. Likely, yeah, he kept both. So
yes.
This is game over. I think, because you have 3, 6, -2, so.
And
9, 12 mana. Yeah.
attack first.
Burning Wish. Blah, 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 blah.
Picks up another lander.
Fetch shit, fetch shit, fetch shit.
Yeah, that would be unadvisable, inadvisable.
Unadvisable? He just won't listen. It's a really long game.
Yeah, but also with that, yeah. Dark Ritual, Dark Ritual, Dark Ritual.
Ride the Flame, Ride the Flame.
Right, the flame.
Burning Wish, get Past in Flames. Flashback everything. Flashback Burning Wish, get 10 rules, you die. Thanks for playing.
10 mana in the pool. Use almost all the red, I suppose. No, he uses
You
some
always
of
want
the
to
black.
keep as much red as possible, I think. Not that it actually matters here, but it's I think impossible to screw this up. Everything again.
Storm count is a bazillion.
It's like 12 or something, but enough. Then it's like, oh shit, I boarded in Tendrils Agony.
That would be somewhat awkward.
What? Oh yeah, he wants to see
Yeah.
if there's any sideboard cards.
Some more information here. Still the 2 Emeralds taunting Mikael there.
Is he got a surgical? Does he have a surgical? No, that's an instant.
Yeah. Anyway, Nicklas Lallo evens up the score here at 1-1. And he has 1 Chromox on the board now. So
He took out Chromox.
I saw one in the sideboard.
I guess maybe that's because there's so many counters that he doesn't want to like give up cards.
Yeah, that seems like a reasonable explanation.
And I guess it is the worst mana producer in the deck too, so it's just reasonable to cut it.
But he still had a couple of them in the main deck, right?
Yeah, 1.
Yeah. So, this game, Mikael gets to be on the play. He gets to have a lot more like say in how the game plays out.
Yeah, and I think on the play here, I don't think you bring in the Graph Digger's Cage because this deck isn't like, it's not that reliant on the graveyard as opposed to the other version.
Yeah.
So on the draw, I don't think you're fast enough that you can afford to leave them in the board. But on the play, I could see just cutting them.
Exactly, and we're cutting to our beautiful faces.
Yeah, for a minute or two.
Yeah, I'm thinking about what other cards Mikael may have brought in.
I like bringing in all of the disruption you have.
Yeah, all of the Trickbind, Thoughtseize, and Swansong.
Yeah. Maybe, yes, maybe I could see leaving the Dig for Time on the board. But I have actually like on the. I just think it's so slow to Cunning Wish for the or anything like that. Like you want the Cunning Wish as win conditions in this matchup.
Yep, exactly. So you're not gonna feel it. It doesn't feel good to waste it on more digging. Let's see. There's a Spaghetti Monster
and a Cunning Wish
and 2 Brainstorms. Let's see if Nicklas fires off Cabal Therapy turn 1, naming Brainstorm.
Yeah. Mikael can respond also.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
On the play, Cabal Therapy is much less good in this matchup. Or
on the draw.
When the Storm Wreck is on the draw.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking from Mikael's point of view.
Because you want him to win, don't you?
Yep. That is the truth. Even though I identify with the Storm deck, because I've never played Omni-Tell. I played Show and Tell once in one tournament.
It seems... I'm gonna say something stupid here, but it seems like a very good deck.
Omni-Tell?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's incredible.
I mean, they keep printing cards that are supposed to hate it out, but there's so much selection.
Yeah, exactly. With that many cantrips, like the only cards that really punish it are like Folia and stuff, like tax effects.
Yeah.
Everything else is just. I mean, if you want to be the 16 cantrip version, he has play Shadows of the Void, and that's kind of annoying.
Lallo going down to 6 for real this time.
Have people tried jamming CB top into Omni-Tell? Is that a thing people do?
Maybe.
Feels like a thing you could do.
Yeah.
I mean, top is good in that type of deck. And counterbalance is just awesome. Good in the mirror too, because you can flip Show and Tell.
So, Cunning Wish, Brainstorm, Ponder.
It's not the fastest hand. I feel like I said that to every hand Mikael has.
It's not the fastest hand, but on the other hand, it's the slowest.
Did he mulligan to 6? He did, right?
Mikael kept the 7. And
oh yeah, because you don't get to draw when you're on the play, because I've never played this game before.
You indeed do not get to draw cards when you're on the play. Usually when I play Gitaxian Probe, I write down my opponent's hand, and then I point at a card, this card.
It's very good.
Usually they put it in the discard pile or in the graveyard, and then you have to remind them that it is indeed not a strictly better Thoughtseize.
Yeah, that would be a pretty good card. Imagine Thoughtseize with Phyrex and Monocost. That would be. That would make Death and Taxes by far the best deck in Legacy. Or if some other deck wasn't even more broken with it, but still.
Yeah,
Having
like
that type of disruption. Even Mental Misstep in Death and Taxes would be incredible. Imagine protecting Mother Runes.
Mikael brainstorms into two City of Traitors, and still no answers to the angry Gnats.
Yeah. But still, with this many cantrips, he can probably find the win a little bit faster.
Yeah, probably.
Still, Lallo's hand looks like it's a pretty fast win too. He might be missing mana, I'm hoping.
It seemed like he had to sacrifice a petal to get out.
Or he wanted to do it to get the beast out as fast as possible.
Yeah,
And I know he has a Burning Wish and an Infernal Tutor, so
that's a good start.
it's a monolith hand.
Mikael shuffling away the two City of Traitors and the unknown third card. Nicklas very carefully cutting the deck.
That a show and tell?
I think it was a Dictory time.
Yeah, that's a good card.
Yeah, in this format as well.
I don't think it's very good in standard. Or I'm gonna play a deck with 4 of them in Shanghai, but I still don't think it's very good. Pretty slow.
Brainstorm in response to the trigger. Finds.
Oh, that's a show and tell.
That's a show and tell, and he also finds a Scalding Tarn there. Maybe he can
Does he have any
shuffle
missions?
shuffle away
Come on, swing for the fences now.
some of the chaff.
I think he's likely putting the show and tell on top.
Yeah, that seems like a good play.
Protect the king.
Yeah, exactly.
This might actually do it.
I get to take a turn. That's good for me, Mikael Johansson says.
I think I saw an Omniscience too.
Yeah, I thought so as well.
Come on now. Come on now. No.
Going with the cantrip route.
That's an Omniscience.
That's an intuition. No land.
Oh, maybe he didn't have he has a Scalding Tarn.
Yeah, he has Scalding
So
Tarn.
maybe he thought show and telling Emrakul was too slow.
Which it might
'Cause
well be.
Yeah, because. Huh. Yeah. If he has Omniscience and Emrakul and show and tell, and he knew that, I think he probably would have gone for it. So I think we can assume he doesn't have that combination of cards.
Yeah.
Because I don't see a world where he doesn't just leave those in hand and go for it.
Yeah.
Respecting this card that much can be right. I don't think Mikael would do that.
What do you think about the brainstorming?
Oh, he has the City of Traders, right? So it doesn't matter, because he can just go for it anyway.
Oh, so he had.
Yeah, so he actually got to protect both the cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. Game over, man. Game over. Oh, he didn't have one? Oh.
And Nicklas.
Lineside Diamond off the top is annoying here. If he hasn't. And that's a Dark Ritual, that's also very good.
Yeah.
Might not be enough for a win, though.
Block with the Spaghetti Monster.
Yeah, I'd block.
Yeah.
Maybe he just takes it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an obvious block, but
The Xanthi Swarm is flying, you know.
it's just a mental thing.
Rite of Flame and Dark Ritual ad nauseum.
Brick. He doesn't have a lot of mana though, so is it?
No, he has his land drop left, and he also has an uncracked fetch land in play. So,
Ah,
lead. That's a good start.
yeah, that's what you want to see. Oh, that's just busted.
That's
Yeah, that's game over.
that's a ball game.
Yeah, that's the actual game over.
Yeah,
Didn't see.
Nicklas finds the lead and the
He's just showing off at this point.
finds the lead and the infernal tutor.
I think it was a win somewhere around the Infernal Tutor, actually. Yeah, because he had a land drop too. Oh yeah, he has to find a Burning Wish or 2 more mana, because otherwise he doesn't have enough to Burning Wish for Tendrils. But
Yeah. Nicklas on 3 life. Again pondering if he should take another hit. And he finished resolving the ad nauseam here.
Yeah.
Place a land, presumably.
you gotta go down to 1
Yeah.
for value. He actually doesn't have to, but he can.
I think he's more interested in. He's not interested in blue-green mana, which is the tropical island that he has. So I think he wants to keep his options open here for to find red.
Yeah, so as long as he can cast Burning Wish.
Yes, exactly. And
I guess he has to generate enough Storm also, but yeah, it's like meh. With 3 Lionside Diamonds and a Petal, it's like impossible to screw up. Unless you, I don't know, pass the turn. Yeah, that sucks.
And petal. Rite of Flame using the red mana.
Yeah, and then another Rite of Flame.
And then another Rite of Flame.
And then 3 Lionside Diamonds, I think. And then he's just gonna Burning Wish for the 10 Wraith. He's just gonna play all the mana.
Yeah.
Guess it's a good habit to get into.
Exactly. 2 leads.
3.
3 leads. Is there anything more I can play here? Not really. Burning Wish. In response.
He actually doesn't even have to sack them.
No. Well, no, he doesn't.
No, yeah, he had 5 mana left.
Yeah, exactly.
More than enough to catch 10 Wraiths.
But if he's only on 5 mana, he just has to choose whether he takes black or red mana. Oh, he has a petal still in.
No, but he had 3 black and 2
Oh, yeah,
two
yeah.
red left.
Yeah, true.
I mean, this isn't like this actually doesn't matter.
No.
So we just
Lallo 4 kicks, brings Massacre to the front. That's the ball game.
Yep.
Nicklas Lallo proceeds to the final, and there we.
I'm gonna go check if there's another match going. I doubt it.
I think that they're finished just by the
length of this game.
exactly. We will be back with you shortly, setting some things up, trying to find the players of the other match, trying to find the finalists, giving them some time, also giving us some time to to drink and refill, etc. We're taking a 2 to 3 minute break.